and welcome. We are doing a standard deck tech for new War of the Spark standard. Ooh, this is a feather kind of it's not a combo deck, it's more like an aggro deck, but it's playing a ton of tricks. It doesn't really play as much as a beatdown deck, as more as like a little combo-y deck. So who are the main players in here? We have Feather. Obviously the whole deck is built around Feather. So Feather's really good. It just has really good stats to start out with, but also it has a cool ability. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, you exile that spell and put it in the graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So basically, like, if you do it on your main phase, you get it that end step back. And then basically every card in the deck is a card that you would want to target Feather with, or your opponent's creatures, but it also targets yours. So for example, you have Defiant Strike, you know, like it cycles, which is really nice. +1/+1 until end of turn. If you target Feather, it's basically just a free cantrip. Gird for Battle is really good for all these like little creatures. Sheltering Light gives the creature indestructible. You can scry 1. Reckless Rage is really cool in the deck because you can force something and 2 to yours. And if you do it while Feather's in play, you get to buy it back. So it's basically like a burn spell that you get to buy back for free. Shock basically just goes after creatures. You could shock yours, but I don't really know why you do that. Then aside from that, you have a couple critters. You have 10th District Legionnaire, which is kind of nice because this one also survives the Reckless Rage. It's just a 2/2 haste that has keyword heroic. It doesn't have the word heroic, but that's basically what it has. So you put a +1/+1 counter on it when you target it, and then you scry 1. So there's always a benefit to targeting this guy. And then Dreadhorde Arcanist is pretty cool too. If you have a spell with less power than Dreadhorde Arcanist, converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist. So basically all the 1 spells, you can cast it from the graveyard for free and then exile it. So basically you can go like, you know, Gird, if Feather's not out, Gird these 2, this goes to the yard, then Arcanist attacks, then you get to Gird again. And then Krenko, I actually haven't played with Krenko yet. I've played this deck a little bit. Hasn't really come up because I feel like we've boarded out Krenko in a lot of matchups. But whenever it attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, then you make 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. So it's kind of like Legion Warboss a little bit. And then for the sideboard, we have 4 Tocatli Honor Guard to just like hose all the creatures with ETBs, 2 Lava Kills against the big creatures, 4 Legion Warboss is really good against the control players, just like follow up and be able to, you know, the Wrath, you just follow up and immediately play Warboss. Johnny Adversary and the Tyrant is good against control decks once more, and then Lyra is really good against like the red decks. So way better than Legion Warboss in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, we're starting with Krenko, but it's just kind of like a similar idea to this. Gaby, you didn't do it during the game, but you can scry with Sheltering Light before drawing with Defiant. Yeah, I didn't want to do it in that game. I guess we could have started doing that because when we got the second Sheltering Light, I just wanted to make sure that they couldn't kill my Feather. So I wanted to have the spell available for me. So let's go to a ranked. I have not seen Star Trek Discovery. I look like Spock's mom. Hope that's a compliment. I'll take it as such. Oh, I do look super comfy today, Corco. I like my little sweaterino. It's funny because like yesterday was so sunny here in Denver. I took my dog out to like, we walked 2 miles to a coffee shop to get her some doggy treats, and I got breakfast, and I was wearing like shorts and a t-shirt, and today it's just snowing in Denver. I don't understand. It's so weird. Jeebus, thank you for the 16 months. Hey, what up, France? Hey, Farad, how are you? Yeah, it's snowy and sunny, then super snowy. Oh, thank you, Nock. I'll take it as a compliment. Yes, the Denver weather is like really, really just all over the place and super unpredictable. Wow, our opponent's scared. They don't want to battle. Okay, cool. Good start. Is snow common late in April? It is not. Not common at all. Shouldn't be snowing anymore. Arena's drunk. There's not a lot of ways you can get a draw, but I guess that's one of them. When's the last time I had a corn dog? Probably for like the St. Jude fundraiser that we did last year, right about the same time of the year. This hand's pretty good. I wish we had a pump spell for either of these, but our deck has so many pump spells we can We can see, there you go, we drew the pump spell. I'm gonna what are the chances I want to shock what they play next turn? I'm not sure what they're playing yet. I don't think it's a huge deal to have to shock for the Sacred Foundry, so let's just play Mountain. Okay. Weird. Oh, treasure map. Interesante. I wonder if they're playing like Black Control or something like that. Okay, let's go 10th District Legionnaire. This has haste, luckily. There was snowfall overnight here in Alberta, Canada. Canada. Yeah. Oh, they scried upkeep. Interesting. Dusk Legion Zealot. So it's like a black-red control deck-ish, maybe? Well, 10th District Legionnaire can attack. So there is a chance we could... This is interesting. I might not actually play Feather this turn. I think I want to play Feather on a turn that I have Sheltering Light up, which means I think I want to Reckless Rage the Dusk Legion Zealot targeting my 10th District Legionnaire, because that both lets me hold up Shock and Sheltering Light, kills their thing, and I get to scry. And then the next turn I can have Feather and have Sheltering Light in the same turn so that I can protect her. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Although, I guess we just Shock, too. Shock doesn't trigger my 10th district, though. This and this. I don't want another land. Boros YOLO, a little bit. See, so that's cool. That thing gets to survive through that. And we get to hit for 3. And then next turn we can either Shock or protect our 10th district Legionnaire if we want. Does this deck play that Gruul hybrid rare or the 2 mana that's too... Which one, A period? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. London went super poorly. 1-2 draft into 2-3 modern. Kind of poor 3-5 finish. Not making day 2. Oh, Thrash Threat. No, this deck's not running that. I'm sorry, Ferret. Wow. Sacrifices a creature. Yeah, I can't really do much about that. Edict is not something I can really deal with. It's okay, though. Still get to play Feather, and if they do have targeted removal, we have Sheltering Light. Sure. This one flips now, right? Yeah. Edict removal seems pretty common in the set. Well, Edict removal is not generally, like, amazing. I don't think that card's that good, this card. Because there's decks that just, like, play Saprolings and stuff. It's like... your opponent's playing tokens and you play Anger's Rampage, you just want to die. How's this deck been doing so far? So, Muldoon, I just started recording for YouTube. This is the first match for YouTube. We played it twice in ranked and we won both times. We're playing best of 3. I think the stack of Planeswalker part is only a thing that elevates it sometimes. Yeah, for sure. Because, like, if you have one of the... Arbitrary Void!
But thanks for always being a positive and welcoming voice when I do.
Thank you so much, Arbitrary. Look at you. Beautiful mythic gold snake. I love it. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Welcome back with the tier 2 sub, 36 months. That's so many months. Alright. This is, like, not great, but we definitely can attack, give this indestructible, and then we can shock the thing. Okay. What do I think the meta's looking like right now? You know, I haven't played a ton of Standard. So this is the... I do like that. I think we can keep that on top. So let's hit. Right, they're left with a little token. I get to shock said token. Yeah, I could have actually used it second mate to free scry. I'm always a little worried about in that spot if they were tapped out, but I think they had the treasure still. I don't particularly want to expose my Feather. Let me go ahead and shock with this and play Vanguard. And then we'll get the Sheltering Light back at the end of the turn. I don't remember if they had treasures that turn or not. But I'm always like a little... With this one, I'm a little gun shy because I feel like it's such an important part of what we're doing. Sure. Okay, so let's go 10th District Legionnaire. I mean, I do think we want to get it back. So I guess we could just Sheltering Light the 10th District Legionnaire and attack. Well, I guess we don't need to do it right now. We can go like this. Do we even send with a Vanguard? Paying 4 seems a lot to just trade with a token. Siege King is a very cool card. Nah, I don't think I want to send with a Danto. It's just too much life to trade with a 1/1. Grixis white or Grixis green? Grixis green? Why are we talking? That's really random. Grixis is black, blue, and red. This is kind of weird. I think if they're gonna do this, we probably just like let it go. Because if I target this and they respond, I guess they would force them to sack both treasures. Maybe that's worth it. This is a really interesting spot. Because basically we have them sack both treasures and lose this in order to kill my thing. Or we just take 2 goblins down, but they get to keep 2 treasures. So I think it's probably right to try to save it. Save it. We know it's gonna not work. PK, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of my heroic deck. Why you gotta be like this? Yeah, so they're gonna sack to kill it. Sure. Nope. Yeah, BK's so rude, man. I don't think you were making fun of me. Everyone hates the word moist for a reason. I mean, I hate it too. I think it's bad. I think it's a bad word. Basically, I think that ate 2 of their treasures, which were going to be 2 new cards. So I think that's worth it, but I don't know. Stop, chat. Don't say moist. Why you gotta be like this? I think the only acceptable place where moist is good is when you describe a cake. That's it. There's no other acceptable way to use it. Hey, SWK, thank you for the 22 months. I appreciate it. Ooh, Captain Landry Storm. Your deck is weird. What about after my skin after a run? Oh no, ew, that's so gross. I'm just not gonna block here. Moisture's fine. That's just like condensation. That's just something that happens. It's the word moist in particular that's so gross. Oh my god, Penguin, no way. Moisturizer is fine. Moisturizer is totally fine. Okay, we need to draw something sweet, or... Oh, come on. I think we're gonna play a feather with vigilance here. Feels bad, but I think that's what we're supposed to do. Like, we attack with both, probably take a trade there. And then next turn they can hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, so we are definitely attacking here. I think we let it go too. Otherwise we go to 8, then replay Feather. Feather can block this one. They probably wouldn't attack with this one. This one. Oh, but Captain Landry Storm also has 2 treasures she's going to have available. So yeah, we have to let this go. This is really sad, but are you sure? Yes. Feels bad. Choose which one you want to keep. The VG one. I do like the prompt that's like, you're about to make a real bad play. Are you sure? And you're like, I'm sure. Damp's not bad. Damp is fine. Okay, so we can't block Lannery Storm, but we can block Siege Gang? Okay. Oh my god, you guys are so gross. Chat's disgusting. Oh man. God Eternal Bantu, huh? That's bad for me. How many triggers is that? It's not lethal, I don't think. Bantu's very cool in this deck. We were actually playing a deck like this the other day. Whoa. Oh, well, dubs. I thought we had already counted the God Eternal Bantu triggers. Just kill me. Put me out of my misery. So many! Mayhem Devil's a really cool card. Yeah, Zach, I thought we had already gotten the triggers from Bantu, but we hadn't. Okay, so against them, Siege Gan has a good ETB. The Tutu has a good ETB. Bantu has a pretty cool ETB. Okay, so we want the Kotley Honor Guards. How much do we want Lyra? Lyra seems like it could be good. What targeted removal did we see from them? Like, not that much. Yeah, Bantu's a cool card. So I think against them... Am I going to play some Limited later today? I don't know. I think we're playing Constructed for most today. If we have some time, for sure. They might be able to kill Lyra. How good is Reckless Rage? That's the other problem, is the bots yesterday were kind of drunk when I was drafting, so I'm kind of hoping it was just the 2 drafts that I did, but it was not great. I think we get rid of Krenko. How good is Reckless Rage? Reckless Rage didn't seem... Like, Shock seems better. You can probably cut 2 of those. Anyone know what the card prices for the season? I think the last one was, like, Lightning Strike. Or, sorry, Wizard's Lightning and Vraska's Contempt. But I don't know what the ones for this year are. Or for this season are. The Vanguard seems kind of medium, actually. It's possible we just want, like, 2 Lyras. Actual Vraska and Terramander. Terry and Incubation Druid for the season that starts today. Gotcha. And it doesn't really matter which side you get it on, right? It like doesn't matter if it's constructed or play first. This sounds bad. Like a mulligan. Okay, this is a little bit better. Let's bottom. Sagittarius, that sounds like it just makes your mana base a lot worse. I would be kind of skeptical of that. I wish my time zone wasn't so different. I can nearly watch that. Oh, Snapcaster. Let me see. I guess it doesn't change. We're going to play this no matter what. If they have shock, they have shock, and we can protect it. Okay, they didn't have it. Doesn't matter which side. Okay, because I just saw that I got 2 Wizard's Lightnings, and I wasn't sure if like it did anything for me. I didn't think it did. What does Spellgorger do, John? Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I think given what they have, I'm just gonna run out the Feather. Second copy, the same card style, does nothing. Gotcha. I didn't think it did, but I just wanted to check. Oh man, they did have the Lava Coils. That was not great. Spellgorger gets a counter per non-creature spell. Oh, the 3-mana one? I don't know if that's constructed playable. That seems like it's... Whoa, Cry of the Carnarium, damn. Like, I think you would build the deck very differently rather than just adding that card to this deck, if that makes sense. Okay, we're actually doing fine. Oh no, they're gonna get back Shock. Well, we have the Sheltering Light, because they're gonna target this one. So Roar, so far from... Wait, what did they... They're not using their Shock? They gotta use it, right? Yeah, so it's Sheltering Light. I have found so far that this deck seems a little prone to flooding. Oh, Gird's good. Let's keep that on top. So they just 2 me. And then back to my turn, and I can just shock this thing. Yeah, the Gird is Gird. Gird targeting both of these, and then we get to Scry as well. Nope. I feel like this deck might be playing too many lands, just from having played it. I've played 3 matches with it. Okay, well, we do get to go to game 3, which is nice. Ermagerd! Roar Smash, what is your version playing? You're scrying through my spells and lands hoping for Tajik. Oh, you're playing Tajik. Gotcha. I'm kind of suspicious of the Krenko in this deck. It's possible that it's just like all the matchups that I've gotten paired, I haven't wanted Krenko in the deck. But I haven't been super impressed so far. You found Krenko to be super subpar without Salmon Sprints. Yeah, there's a chance we just don't want Krenko at all in this version of the deck. I like how we boarded, so I think we can just send it back in. Krenko is good versus control, but I think this deck is playing Legion War Bosses in the sideboard, which are also good versus control, so I'm not sure if you need both. Yeah, exactly. So is War Boss Penguin. Let's keep this. So this is going to be a little harder because we're back on the draw. Your version is a little more top AoE 3 and 2 Aurelia, probably not, right? I think if you're playing... I mean, I think it depends on whether or not you're playing Dreadhorde Arcanist. Because if you're playing Arcanist, you want almost all your spells to cost 1 or less, which does force your curve to be a lot lower. Super likely that they have the Edict here, so let's just run out Dreadhorde Arcanist since we have 2. No? Surprising. I did watch the Sonic trailer. It's so bad. I can't believe they're making that movie. It looks terrible. And I love Sonic the Hedgehog too. You're torn between running Gruul, Elarg, and Rakdos Bantu for standard. Any recommendations on which? I was playing with a Rakdos Bantu deck, and that deck is pretty cool. I will say that. Yes, it's so bad. You have to wait for Dreadhorde to show up in your collection. Yeah, you can just draft some until you get them. Okay, so we have a cool play here. We can play Clifftop Retreat and play another Dreadhorde Arcanist. Oh no, sorry, we can't do that. We can shock Mayhem Devil, attack with Dreadhorde Arcanist, and shock it again to kill it. Yeah, and then we don't get to play another creature, but that probably is good enough. So let's go Mayhem Devil, kill that. I think I want to go into full control mode here. So let's go to attacks and attack with this. And here before blocks, I shock, submit, resolve that. I would like to cast it, kill the Mayhem Devil again. So that's a cute combo you have with Dreadhorde Arcanist, because it does mean... Oh! I'm so silly. That one cast it for free. My bad. We totally get to go to end of combat. We totally get to play Tocatli Honor Guard. Yeah, I'm not sure if I needed full control, but I also didn't want to get tricked, so I think it should work because this trigger resolves before we go to blocks. So my guess is you don't need it. Kind of feel like without any other stuff and another Arcanist in hand, I'd rather sack this because to cut Honor Guard actually stops a lot of their stuff. Unless they have another one, in which case it doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, they had it answered. Oh well. Yeah, don't need to since it's created as a trigger. Yeah, I thought we would be fine, but oh well. So let's go 10th District Legionnaire. Probably just a Danto Vanguard. Since we don't have anything to flashback with the Arcanist right now. I guess this doesn't play well against Cryo the Carnarium. Yeah. That's not bad. I guess we'll just play both. We do know how War of the Spark plays out already. Basically, the whole story's told throughout the set Blackout. So, like, there are key cards that tell you what happens in the... Yeah, this is where it would have been nice to have our Tocatli on Guard still. Do I have anything to flash back? Nope. Start sending with Feather, I guess. There also is a book, but that's not always that common. Like, this is something that's happening right now, as opposed to something that happens all the time. Oh yeah, the Sonic movie looks terrible. How does it end? I don't want to say because some people are actually actively reading the novel. Like, everyone knows that Boros does lose, but I don't want to like go into the details of what. Yeah, the cards do spoil the story. We do know that Boros loses, but I don't want to say the details in case anybody's reading the book and doesn't want to hear it. Yeah, the prison realm, aka the mediation realm, where they mediate their problems. Of course, Wired Current. Okay, so they did spend two goblins to kill our Feather, and now we get to... Okay, hold on. So... I think here we will want... It doesn't, like, do anything to actually attack with the Dreadhorde Arcanist, sadly. I do want to use it just to scribe, but then... I guess I'll target the Dreadhorde Arcanist, that's fine. Nope. And then we'll just buy it back at the end of the turn. No attacks, and then just get it back. Cool. And that just means that we're not drawing the Boros Guildgate or whatever we scried to the bottom. Yeah, it was a Guildgate. Oh, Gonta, we still have it. Scry's good, especially because we were going to draw a land. That was going to be bad. I know they know, but like, they almost always know what our spells are because we just keep recurring them. Yeah, exclamation mark deck should show you. Oof, that's a good one. I'm not sure if we're going to beat that one. Oh yeah, that's bad. A period. They didn't sack that much stuff. Surprising. Okay, we do have to raise this God Eternal Bontu though. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out for us. Ooh. So let me... So they know about one of these Sheltering Lights. We do want to keep the Defiant Strike on top, I think. Because that one just basically gets to cycle for free every time. So let's do that. And turn and buy it back. Yeah, Feather does trigger on opponent's turns as well. I mean, I might... I don't need to do it right now because I know exactly what I'm drawing, but... As long as you... The only thing to be careful with this deck is that it comes at the end, at the first main phase. So, like, if you want to do it for your opponents, you want to do it in their second main phase. Does this have Menace? It does. Go to blocks. I'll just block this one. Huey! Huey, how are you? Thank you for the raid. It's so good to see you streaming again. It was really weird when no one was around for like the last week or something. I hope you had an awesome stream. What did you play? I don't know if you're here, but I appreciate the raid. If you guys haven't checked out Huey's stream is amazing. He's a member of the MPL and he has a super nice stream. So you totally should. You're here. Hey, Huey. You played all kinds of decks? Nice. Hey, Lola's welcome. Hey, Clanch, welcome, welcome. When they'll block Bontu? I can't. This thing has menace. Nothing ended up being that impressive, though. Can't you stave off Bontu with unlimited indestructible? I could if I left the feather back, but I think we're actually kind of doing better in this race. I might not anymore after this. Ugh. They do have like a million things is the problem. Also, if they cast the Bontu, if we kill the Bontu, they just get to do the thing all over again. Now they have a Mayhem Devil, which seems worse for us. Anyway, Huey, I really appreciate the raid. I hope you have an awesome rest of today. I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. Anyway, let's see if we can draw some action. That doesn't count as action. Oh, I guess we could have Sheltering Lighted first to scry. How was Ethiopian last night? It was good. It was really good. We didn't actually go out. We ended up ordering in, but it was really good still. Yeah, let me just... Might as well scry. Scry that to the bottom. We're gonna have to Sheltering Light on their turn. I kind of feel like we don't have attacks anymore. It exiles it, Josh, so you don't get to cast it from the yard if you also have Feather. So this works better when Feather's not around. We also kind of don't have it in the graveyard. This gets to recur it infinitely. This doesn't. This one does it one time and then it's gone to exile. Hold on. We're going to have to take a timeout here. If I hit and get him down to 6, the next turn I can block this one basically. I can't block this. Then I take 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm dead in 2 turns. So we lose this race, but we also... We're losing the race, but we also don't have good blocks. Okay, I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to hit with Feather and hope that the next couple of scries give us enough, like, we get a Gird or something where we can actually kill him just next turn. Because I don't think we're going to win by blocking. So we're just going to end turn and get back both of these. And then make sure that we have a second main phase stop. Sorry, you're distracting me and you're timing out. It's okay, Josh, don't worry. Just got back from GP London, want to drop. I'm sorry, Supreme King, man. I didn't, Dr. Idiot. I didn't. I stopped playing ranked in like the middle of last season. I like playing leagues better. GP London was so weird. It seemed like the format was kind of strange, right, Caroline? Okay, here it comes. So here we have to go to blocks and we have to block this thing. Yeah, this exiles it as you cast it, so it never hits the graveyard. I don't think it works. I don't believe it works. Hey, Sijuan, welcome. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to Sheltering Light first. To scry and hopefully set up the Defiant Strike. And this is backup. Yeah, Shock does it. Yeah, Shock totally works. So we leave that there. And then we'll also Defiant Strike. Okay. Okay, hold. So we're taking nothing from here but 5, 6, 7, 8. Potentially 2 more 3 with a ping from this. So unless they have like another Bontu, I think we're actually doing fine. Okay, hold. Hold. Even if they have the like sack a creature, I can just sack the Arcanist. As long as we can protect this thing from targeted removal, we're fine. What Josh was saying is if you cast something with Arcanist from the graveyard, oh, if it will come back to Feather? I don't think so. Okay, that represents another trigger from this. So it can be 2 from this, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So that's not enough. They're going at Feather. Okay, so let's let that resolve. Let that resolve. Okay, so this Mayhem Devil's going at me. We can let that one resolve. And this one's coming at Feather, so we'll sheltering like that one. Resolve. Nope. Okay, wow, I think we got there, chat. I think we did it. So now they need like... No! Oh no! That's so sad. We got so close. Wait, why didn't we get exiled? Doesn't it have... What did I miss? Oh, you're right. It's not counters. It's damage. Okay, we're fine. I also thought they were gonna kill me. That's funny. Well, they're indestructible, but it was more about it was damage. That's really weird about the way that interface shows it on Magic Arena, because it makes it look like it's counters, right? Chat, it's not about the indestructible. It's not about the... I can explain what it was because it seems like some people are confused. So basically, a creature would die there if it had 2 or less toughness, because it shrinks it. It doesn't matter if it's indestructible. It would still kill it. So like that's how you kill an indestructible creature, is if you put it to 0 toughness, you can deal it as much. You could like Banefire it for 100 and indestructible creature won't die. But if you get its toughness with -1/-1 counters to 0, it dies. So the reason that looks really confusing in the interface there is because the damage makes it look like my creature has less toughness, but it doesn't. Like, it still has 4 toughness. So when they cry the Carnarium, my creature's an X4, it's taken 2 damage. It's still not going to die. It shrinks to like a -2 or whatever, and then it's still alive, basically. So MTG Arena displays it a little weird because it makes damage look like counters. And that's why I also got tripped up, and I think that's what happened to my opponent too. Okay, so yes, to be clear, indestructible matters there because if they had taken damage and then they would have shrunken down to like less than 0, they would have died, and they didn't die because of it. But I'm saying it's still a creature with 4 toughness that got 2 -1/-1 counters on it, or -2/-2 until end of turn, technically. So it's weird. Also, this hand's bad. It's super confusing with a UI, for sure. Preach, Gaby. No, it was weird because, like, I'm very familiar with how that interaction works, but just looking at the board and the way, like, the numbers are presented, it looked like it would have died. And I think that's exactly what my opponent did. And they're probably like, what just happened? Indestructible did play a part, but it wasn't... Hold on. We just go mountain here. Yeah, basically what Cotron is saying. I think against this, I actually like really don't like them having Priest, because they can probably activate it next turn. So I think we just shock the Priest. And then next turn we'll like play Feather or whatever. We can actually just play Sacred Foundry here tapped. And attack. Yeah, indestructibility makes it not die from damage. But if the creature were to die, it would get exiled. So it doesn't die, and then it doesn't get exiled either. We have another Krenko. So given that they have another Krenko, I kind of want us to just attack with 10 District Legionnaire and get Krenko down. Because Priest of the Forgotten Gods is bad against tokens. Yeah, what Bright Shadow's saying. Indestructible marks the damage on them, which is why it shows as being 0 toughness, right? But it cannot be destroyed by damage. Crytex, if it would be destroyed, then exile it instead. It's like Lava Coil, kind of. Let me no blocks this. Like Lava Coil says, that's why it's weird and people trip up with Lava Coil and Adanto Vanguard. Because Lava Coil reads, let me find it. Let me look. Images. Well, I search up Laval Coil and it shows something else. So here I sacked the 10th District Legionnaire. They probably just play the Gutter Dad. Okay, cool. So now we can attack. Ooh, hold on. We got a couple cool plays here. We can play the Feather. We can actually Reckless Rage the Priest and Feather. And buy it back. And then attack with Krenko. And make 2. Nice. Nice, that was a really good sequence. Okay, here it is. So, look at this. Lava Coil deals 4 damage to target creature. Okay, they're off it. Lava Coil deals 4 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. So if you do it to an Adanto Vanguard and it has Indestructible, it doesn't exile it. It just deals it 4 damage. It has Indestructible, doesn't die, and then it doesn't get exiled. From the release notes, if another replacement effect instructs you to exile an instant sorcery spell, such as the Dreadhorde Arcanist or the Flashback keyword, you may choose to apply Feather's replacement effect first. If you do, Feather's delayed trigger ability will return. So you're saying that if you cast it off of Dreadhorde Arcanist, you could still Feather it? That seems really counterintuitive. What's with the Garbo on screen? I was showing the way Lava Coil works, BK. So against them, it didn't seem like a lot of their creatures had ETBs as much as they just had activated abilities. I think Legion War Boss is pretty good against some of the stuff we saw. That's super counterintuitive. We haven't had it come up, but it would come up in this deck for sure. I think I like all the shocks and the Reckless Rages. I think if we just like not let them resolve Priest, we're in okay shape. Adanto Vanguard seems kind of like medium against a bunch of 1/1s. Do we want Lava Coils? I don't think we need Lava Coils. We could just cut some Adanto Vanguards, just play more of these. Honestly, I think that's better. Both Arcanist and Feather create a replacement effect. So you affect the controller, choose which to apply. Interesting. Well, we'll see if it comes up because it would... We've played 3 matches and I feel like we've gotten close to that coming up a couple times. Yeah, it could be relevant for something like that for sure. Like returning a shock to hand that you don't want to cast immediately, but can return to the hand for free, for sure. That's weird. Best way to deal with a Feather decks? I guess it's if you can try to kill Feather, that's it, mostly. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good hand. Like, the deck, I think, at least this version that we're playing can... Hi, puppy. Were you outside? Is it snowy out? Oh, yeah, you were outside. And it is snowing now. We have a wet dog over here. Hey, no, Pendragon. Hello, hello. Cute. Oh my god, no. Jeebus, I'm watching you. Let's go, Boros. Guild Gate. Oh yeah, we definitely have wet dog alert. For sure. Pay 2 life here. I think I'd rather get the Arcanist down because there's a chance I shock and then flashback shock next turn. That would be clutch. Chat can't come up with other words for wet dog, apparently. Just only moist dog exists. The Reap Dad? Yeah, I want to kill the Reap Dad. So I think we just shock the Reap Dad. God, I really wish we had another land. Our turn would be so good this turn if we had another land. It's okay. We shock the Reap Dad, attack, flashback shock, kill the Tithe Taker, and that's our turn basically. Soggy doggy. Oh my god. Soggy dog. Alright, so now we can just go to attacks. Alright, we're gonna see if... I did it in full control mode before. Yeah, you didn't need to. It makes this trigger for you. Yes, dog? Is this deck only fun for you, or do you think it can be competitive? I think it can be competitive. It's playing good cards. Like, there's a lot of good cards in this deck. Obviously, like, you have these draws where you have creatures and none of the pump spells, and that could be pretty bad. Excuse me, what does that do? Return target creature card with convert my cost 0 less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Alright, well... let's let them attack. So let's Lekras Rage this and 2 to you. Well, we keep drawing cards off of the Midnight Reaper, but there's not much we can do about that. Okay, so let's go 10th District Legionnaire, and here we can flashback the Reckless Rage again. Target. Man, killing the Hunted Witness doesn't really do that much, because they just get a thing back. So I guess maybe we just kill the Spirit. Or actually... no. Oh, this is awkward. I can Reckless Rage the Hunted Witness, but I do have to deal 2 damage to one of them, so the next creature can actually block to kill it. So I think I'm actually going to decline this spell. Yeah, I think we decline, and then maybe with Feather we can try to get this back into the cycle. Mentor of the Meek. That one we all want to kill for sure. Ooh, there you go. Okay, now with that, we will want to cast it for free and target Feather. So let's send... I think sending both is fine. Reckless Rage, and yes, we do want to cast this one. Target Mentor the Meek and also target Feather. Maybe I need to... the Feather thing kicked in. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I think I might have to manually... yeah, I think I'm gonna have to manually do that because I don't think it worked. We'll see. No, it manually did it. It seemed to work. It did the first replacement effect of putting it in the yard first, then Feather kicked in. Like, that was the ordering that happened there. Let's go 10th District Legionnaire. We get to make the same play here. Like, hold on, do we have it in... no, we have it in hand. Reckless Rage. And this time I think we want to target this one because we get to scry and put a counter on it. Defiant Strike seems good. And then send with everybody. Cool. Well, we definitely did some card science. And it's also a rank up stream. Let me see. How long is my YouTube VGO? It's 46 minutes long. All right, we can play one more. I'll just play not sideboarded, and then we'll play one last game ranked, and then I will wrap up the YouTube VGO. But we're gonna keep ranking up here on stream. Favorite Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy 3/6. I love it. I've played it so many times. YouTube VGO. Oh man, Squirrel. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm totally into it. And I think, followed by 7. I think 7 is like pretty amazing too. That was the correct FF game. I'm glad I passed the test, chat. I'm happy to hear that. Playing against Sulphur Falls. Vanguard does hit for more. I think I want that. I love Locke. He has the GOAT. He's very good. All the characters of Final... the cool thing is, like, that's one of the few Final Fantasy games where there is no protagonist. Like, all the characters just play a really major role. And they do a really good job with it. Let's attack with a Dento Face. And play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yes, puppy. I see you. I see you, pups. Wow, Dreadhorde Arcanist and Feather work really cool. Work really well together. It's really cool interaction. Thought Erasure. Kind of doesn't matter what they take. Because I can just flash it back. Flip it and reverse it. Hey, Kadek, how are you? Final Fantasy plus Lost crossover. That's the most ambitious crossover event in history. No, Turbo Goat, I did not hit Mythic this month. I played a bunch of leagues and dono decks and then didn't actually get there. Feels bad, man. I do think I want to use this. Oh, Chaos, I'm glad you enjoyed. Let me target this. We got a Sacred Foundry. I didn't know when the qualifier gets sent. I don't know if people have gotten their emails, though. I don't think we need to shock for this. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. That was a sequence in Lost, right? I think BK knows that by heart, too. And he, like, started reciting it the other day for no reason. I was like, what are you doing? Am I getting contempted? Yeah, I guess. Feels bad. Hey, Mattis. Long time no see. How are you doing? Did I curse the stream? I think I probably cursed the stream by doing that. Okay. Okay, I really hope they don't have a Cry of the Carnarium. That would just be a disaster. Well, I think we were supposed to play both at Anto faces. Couldn't not do that. Augur of Bolas? Alright, trader. Trader face it is. Ooh, that's really cool, Mattis. Congratulations. I'm good. Stream's been going well. Oh my god, we drew Ermagerd. See, this is where the deck looks kind of bad. Is when you don't have a single creature and all you have is like pump spells and like burn. Oh my gosh, Kadek, you and I will fight till the end of time. If you don't think deep dish is real pizza, don't at me. Don't at me, chat. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead.
The whole of the multiverse will bend to my will.
Also, his voice annoys me so much. Reckless Rage is not doing a whole lot here. Alright, can you stop? Now I'm gonna cycle land. I think we're about to scoop though. Oh, that is acceptable, Jeebus. I think you can say that you think it looks like a pot pie. I'm gonna exile a Plains.
I have other plans. Let your weak minds crumble.
Nickel Bolas really annoys me, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we're just super dead, chat. I don't think we can come back from this. They have 7 cards in hand too. It's like a casserole, okay? Deep dish is kind of like a casserole. That I think is more. I do like thin pizza. I like thin pizza too. Why can't we just have so much pizza? I think there's enough room for all the pizza, chat. All right, so let me go back to the deck tech real quick. So this deck is super fun. I have now played it for, I don't know, 6 or 7 matches or something. I do think that this deck has propensity to flood out. And it makes me wonder if maybe it should be running fewer lands. Not like a ton, just like a little less. Also, the interactions between Feather and Dreadhorde Arcanist are very, very cool. So that's something to keep in mind, especially if you're playing this on paper. But yeah, this deck is really fun. I'm going to keep playing it some more. I will make sure that it is linked in the description if you want to play it. If you do play it, let me know how it goes. I love to hear how people's experiences with the decks are. If you want to see more War of the Sport content, it's on youtube.com/GabySpartz. And if you want to come say hi to us on the live stream, that's on twitch.tv/GabySpartz. Thanks for watching, YouTube. If you like this video, you can subscribe for more. And if you want to come say hi to us on the live stream, that's on twitch.tv/GabySpartz. I stream every weekday in the afternoons, Mountain Times. See you later!